Welcome back to Halo X260 walkthrough part 15. I decided to skip the battles and do them off cam. There really wasn't that many left anyways. There's only like 5 and the rest of them were pretty much Tentacruels and there's a Pikachu that I had to fight, but you know, nothing special. Right now I'm going to be fighting Gary for the 4th time. Most likely he'll always start with his Pidgeotto, which I don't know if it's a Pidgeot yet, I don't think it is. But I'll use Pikachu just in case. I'd recommend being at least 21 or 22 before this fight. At least. You'd probably do it at 20 if you really needed to. We'll see how his Raticate does against my Sandslash. Now Gary has the Kadabra, which can get pretty nasty when he wants to be, so I wouldn't recommend using any rock or fighting types against it. Uh, the Pharaoh would probably do well with it. And there's been an obvious boost of power since my Sparrow evolved. And Gary has evolved into a Charmeleon. That shouldn't be any difficult against my Sandslash. And I'll give him a taste of dig now that I actually have a move that's effective against this fire type. Might not be water, but it's the next best thing. One hit KO. See, as you can see, I pretty much destroyed his team in less than a minute. But it can be hard if you don't have the right Pokemon. Why in the world would you ever be a captain if you get seasickness? That's so stupid. If you want to see the Mew truck glitch, all you have to do is basically you have to get cut and then you have to die aboard, which means you should leave at least like one person open after Gary, and you'll faint and the ship won't leave until you go in and go back out. So you could come back later with the ship still being there and you have cut, and you can serve to that area next to the right and you'll find a red trucks in there. Rumor has it the idea was instead of giving you a bite, they were going to give you a truck to drive around, but since he didn't have it in the anime, they deleted it. But instead of deleting it, because I guess that takes so much work, they just moved it to a spot they wouldn't think anyone would be able to get to. You can pretty much choose whatever HM you want to use on a certain Pokemon, but for all intents and purposes of this walkthrough, I'm gonna have Mew be my HM whore. There's the guy that gives you an old rod, I think. Nah, I guess not. One of those guys do. The best Mew I ever had owned, well, it had the moves Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Hyper Beam. Probably a good move strategy if you ever want to try it out. You can go in this cave right here if you don't already have a Sand Slash or any other type that is good against Lieutenant Surge. You can try and catch a Diglett, but they're extremely hard to catch. So I would just get a Diglett and go in there, or I'm sorry, a Trio I meant. And you go in there and get a Diglett and level up, and I think at 31 it evolves into a Dugtrio. You can go in there in level 2, but since I'm already high enough for the level, I'm just gonna go fight Lieutenant Surge as is. Join me in part 16 when I tackle Lieutenant Surge.